My name is Keisha. I'm the owner of A Way of Life. I've been a career and life coach for 8 years and an astrologer for 3. Our mission is to help people take control of their career future, whether to start a business or retirement, using astrology, strategies, and planning. Our vision is to provide a really clear idea of who you are, what you want, where you're going, and how to get there by making it a way of life.
Peace, 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 family. How you doing? I hope all is well with you. Welcome, Leo, to your May astrology. We are officially in eclipse season. And I always do these videos around this time for all 12 signs so that you can know what to expect, what's coming up, and how to navigate these choppy waters. And so, I am going to just jump right on in. Family, please like, share, subscribe. If you're not already a subscriber, spread the word, tell a friend, share, and hit the notifications bell so that you can be notified every time we go live. And if you're looking for your weekly astrology sent to you every Saturday, a week in advance, you can email me at info@awayoflife.net so that you can get more information on how to do that. Or if you're looking for any of our other services, you can check the description box below. And yeah. Without further ado, family. So Leo, we will start the month off still heavily in eclipse season from the April 30th solar eclipse that we had in Taurus in your 10th house. So this is career, raises, promotions, maybe getting more responsibilities in something, or getting more structured or mature in some way, shape, or form when it comes to your business and career goals. And then Venus enters your 9th house and adding love, money, and beauty to this area of your life. You could be going back to school or advancing your spiritual knowledge. This could be a legal situation, or maybe like your business is expanding internationally, or you are just long distance travel, or a philosophy or a belief is being transformed in some way, shape, or form. Your worldview, your morals are changing in a pretty big way. These accomplishments can definitely boost your confidence, especially with Jupiter joining this same area of life on May 10th. And so again, this is the expansion of the career area of life, or even like universal law, and having a better, stronger foundation and understanding of what that is to you, what that means to you. If it's not legal stuff, or you're not actually traveling, it can be something to that effect. And then Mars is going to enter the same area of life, amplifying all of those energies on May 24th. And you can become like a leader or an example to somebody, or again, you're just very action oriented about all these things that I'm talking about at this time. I even think there's a potential to find a more spiritual love partner by way of, if you're tapped into the things that you love to do, being in that environment, you are enhancing the potential to find somebody that likes the same things that you do, right? Who has the same philosophy, morals, beliefs that you are. And this way you can start to build something with somebody based off of a foundation that's more aligned to your spirit, your soul, and what it is you want out of life. And I think it'd be very hot and fiery with all the fire energy, and long lasting, even though typically when we're talking about fire energy, it's not to say that they don't, right? But energetically wise, it's one of those things that just get really fiery and passionate that typically goes with a one night stand. But in this instance, because Jupiter is the expansion of something, the longevity of something. So it's either going to heat up and warm up any negative things that you have going on in your life, or it's going to heat up and warm up the longevity of the positive things that you have going on in your life. So if you have any kind of dreams or goals or accomplishments at this time, you're going to do them fearlessly. You're going to do it with passion, and you're going to become a leader, and people are going to look up to you, see what you're doing, and you'll rise above a specific level that you've already kind of completed. Because anytime you're talking about 10th house stuff, it's a mastery. So you're mastering a specific area, your career area of life. This could also be things with father and authority figures, how you are an authority figure, how you show up as an authority figure. And how people show up as authority figures within your life. Are you giving too much of your power away, in a sense? Or again, you're just simply getting higher ranks. So say if this is a career, you're getting promoted to another level. Or if this is a business, you're essentially becoming the boss of your own life in some way, shape, or form. But again, this could be blockages, stagnation with all of these things in relation to parents, specifically a father, or the lessons you learn from your father, or the dominant parent, whomever is the dominant parent in your life. It doesn't have to be a father. Or some kind of authority issues here. And then we have Mercury going retrograde on May 10th as well, in the 11th and the 10th house. And so from May 10th to the 22nd, Mercury will go retrograde in its own sign of Gemini, making it very powerful but short. And so all the typical things that come with a Mercury retrograde, for sure, you are going to experience. But I also think that this retrograde is a little different by way of the fact that it's connected to an earth sign, meaning you'll be able to materialize whatever it is that you're working on at this time in the real world, in the physical, right? And so Mercury rules communication, the way you think, the way you make decisions, your vocation, any kind of like administration, marketing, sales things here. Devices, social media, maybe a lot more chatty, a lot more busy. So be mindful of the messages that you send out. They could all be miscommunications with things around that during this time, especially because you're having it in the 11th house. So this could be with friends, associates, networks, groups that you belong to. You can have issues with friends, or you could be connecting with old friends, or reevaluating your hopes and wishes and long-term goals here. Reevaluating your career and business. from the 22nd until about the first week of June, when Mercury moves into Taurus, you're reevaluating your values around your career or business. Like maybe perhaps you was too consumed by your business without having any real, I don't want to make it sound bad, right? But Leos tend to be very jovial, happy energy. And so unrealistic, that's a great way to describe this, right? Like you had the dream, you had the goal, you went hard to do whatever it was you had to do, but that Saturn, and no structure, no plan, no, you just went in and did it. But now you might be realizing things are falling apart. There's miscommunication. You can't go back on this. There's some pieces here that could be tied together a little bit tightly. Saturn is saying, like, just a little bit. Get some more structure and work on your communication skills, how you communicate. Are you listening to respond? Are you listening because you have a service that is going to offer somebody to change their life in some way? It can be stuff like that. It could be things with siblings, neighbors, and things within your community, especially with 11th house stuff. It could be events or things that you're holding where there's miscommunication, or you're reevaluating in some way, shape, or form, or restructuring, rebranding even. It could be, I would say, with the Pluto and Capricorn currently in retrograde, this would be a really great time to go back to whatever was coming up for you back in November, December, and January, and also reevaluate what was going on then. Did you learn something? What did you learn? How are you implementing what you learned? Are there things that you completely no longer align with, that you're letting go of? Do you need more education in what it is you learned? Assessing whatever happened back then has a lot to do with how you move forward now, because we were reassessing our values and leveling up our self-worth with Pluto and all those planets going through Capricorn, right? That's what Capricorn was forcing us to do. Get rid of that dead weight, that dead energy, anything that's no longer serving you, or any habits or thinking processes, patterns, that you were doing that were not aligned with getting you to your goals, so you could see your goals in the way that you wish to see them. And so you're reassessing all of those things. What new things do you need? What things do you already have that you got but need to reformat in some way, shape, or form? Yeah. And so there's a lot of that reassessing going on. Maybe you're leaving a job or something like that, but and getting a new job that's more aligned with where you are, and who you are right now, with everything that you learned over this period of time. Now is a really good time to go back and reassess all of that stuff. Also, I will watch your sun, moon, and rising sign, so that you can get a full, complete story of what this eclipse is trying to bring into you. It's going to be very important to your success moving forward. And so May 16th, we'll have the Scorpio eclipse square Saturn. Now, this is going to be tough for everybody. Anytime you're talking about a square to Saturn, it's tough, right? And so this is going to be asking you to let go of any trauma, or trauma from your family, any family wounds that you have. Again, with Saturn, this is around parents, or your father, or authority figures, or how you show up as an authority figure in your life. This could lead to a break in your partnership, or a commitment that's really serious. just meaning a partnership, perhaps that could be, that one link to where it is you're trying to go to right now, and you might have to let that go. Or you find somebody who's actually exactly what you're looking for at this time, and things could be, it's going to be one of those relationships where you hold each other accountable for stuff, right? Because anytime you're talking about Saturn, anything being built on Saturn, it's going to be a give and take. You're going to listen and I'm going to hear, and vice versa. You know what I mean? Like, Saturn's expectations are very high, and Saturn can be sometimes very precise. They want things done like a business. We're signing this contract because, do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? And it has to be some kind of mutual understanding and agreement. And there needs to be follow through. There needs to be frequent meetings on what that is and what that looks like moving forward. And, all that kind of stuff there. This could be stuff like that. If you're in a relationship, you may have to fix the relationship in some way, shape, or form. So counseling for sure is coming up here heavily. Just accountability too, like really sitting down and, again, having a serious conversation like, well, how did we get to the place that we're at right now? What was the first thing that started this particular issue? And breaking that down bit by bit, not all in one day, just like you would go to counseling. Treat your conversations like such. 1 hour a day for a week, for every week, because this stuff can be very overwhelming, and if you consume yourself so much in that could defeat the purpose. And you can grow resentment. That's why they have appointments set up the way that they do, because it can get intoxicating, right? And so have the conversation, take breaks, come back to it, when you're ready to refocus again, right? And obviously there's also the fact that I don't know, there's real life going on. So it's not like you can just sit in one thing, in one setting to resolve something. It's going to happen over time. Saturn is about long-term, over time things, right? And so planning something around the relationship to reset the foundation, to be stronger, to build it better, right? This could be family and partner issues, or issues with partners. I said that, partnerships. This could be about your living conditions. Because it's Saturn is in your 4th house. So yes, this could be around getting more structure within your home, the reasons for why you want a home. Are you going to stay in that home? If people are moving in and moving out, getting more structure around why those things are. This could be bloodline, your legacy, your things that you've learned, or things that have been those generational curses that have been passed down from generation to generation. You're breaking free from that. And it's going to be hard. They're going to be like, what this reminds me of? Like, you love your family so much, right? How do you leave your family that you love so much to deal with some things that you got to deal with, and still, care about those relationships? Like, it's hard to break away from the family because you need to get your mind right. I'm thinking about the Leo energy, because Leo's like the either the mother or the father of the family, the head runner, the breadwinner, right? And so there's some indications here that like you don't want to have to leave your family to do this, but you might have to, right? Because the relationship, the environment might be toxic in some way, shape, or form, or stressful or anxiety ridden, where it's just not allowing you to do the work that you need to do to grow within your goals. And that might really be hard for you. I feel like I babbled on about that, but I was really trying to find the right words. So this new moon in Gemini, you can have issues with friends or connecting with an old friend or reevaluating your hopes and dreams. So the Mercury retrograde energy, you had any revising, revisiting, redoing, rethinking that you did with the Mercury retrograde. When you have the new moon in Gemini on May 30th, you'll get the green light to move forward with all of those things. So that's your career, your business, if it's new, or any changes, updates. Whatever you let go, all of that stuff would be a perfect time to slip in one of those rebrandings, like every now and again, how you'll see a business show up like all these years it's been this, and that. And now they got this, and that. This is one of those times, where you switch it up on them right quick. But I think people will appreciate it. I think people will see the hard work that you put into whatever this is, and you will get the rewards for taking the time out that you need, because we all say that we want to be the rock for our family, but if we don't take care of ourselves, is that really real? And so maybe even into implementing times where you can do that. Maybe it doesn't have to be a literal break where you leave or anything like that, but you set aside some few times a day or whatever to say, this is my time, and unapologetically. Okay. So that is all that I have for you, my dear Leos. I hope you found this information helpful. Peace.